is the video review of the long time coming Saban's Mighty Morphin Power Rangers Legacy White Tigerzord. Yes, people, I know this has been out for a long time now, and I'm just now getting to this review, so I'm late to the game. So pretty much this is dead in the water. Well, let me explain. Okay, I have held off on the White Tigerzord for reasons being because I think it was too pricey. Now, since this is pretty much getting ready to leave stores once and for all, it appears that Toys R Us is marking down the White Tigerzord to under the $40 to $50 range. So this is the perfect time, if you haven't already, get this thing before it's gone. Because once it's gone, it's not coming back. So, here we go. I'm going to take a look at the packaging at first, because you know that's the way it rolls on this channel. It's big. It is a huge package. Just like all the other Legacy Megazord sets out of the Legacy collection. Duh. I can't get it all on camera no matter what I do, guys. I'm sorry. But it's pretty much your standard Legacy collection style of packaging. You've got Legacy here, White Tigerzord here, Mighty Morphin Power Rangers up here, and you're not going to be able to see it. But yes, it also features metallic paint and die-cast parts. And I say that as in quotations, which it should have been, because die-cast, you know, there is a hint of die-cast in some of the places, but really, I'm not sure about that. Morph into Megazord. Megazord. Shouldn't it say Tigerzord? But yeah, there you go. That's a nice look at what's to come in this video review. Choking hazard. Choking hazard again in different language. And up here is Bandai's logo, ages 15 and up. On this side here, I'm not going to go for that just yet, but here is the stats and information on the White Tigerzord, which is nice. I'll let you read that real quickly. Done. On this side over here, we got a nice picture of Tommy, the White Ranger, with Saba, Legacy White Tigerzord, and so on. On the back, well, it's just that. Very nice reminiscent packaging of the original 1994 White Tigerzord. Pretty cool. Same pretty much information that we went through on the front, so I don't have to talk about it. There's White Ranger again and Saba, and here's the story. I'll let you read that real quickly. Done? Okay. And overall, that's okay, so I readjusted my camera and threw Tigerzord back in the picture so we can get back to the review. And Tigerzord looks great. Phenomenal. Or should I say more phenomenal? Ah? Yeah. Anyway, Tigerzord is a fantastic sculpt. Completely new. We have no idea if this is what was going to be used for the 2010 Mighty Morphin Power Rangers series. I don't know. Nobody knows. It was not even mentioned by Bandai America if they even had this concept in the works. I mean, we knew about Dragonzord. We just didn't know about Tigerzord. We didn't know how long Mighty Morphin Power Rangers, the revision series, was actually going to be on the air. But still, it's a great, great Tigerzord. I mean, this is absolutely spot on, like it just came right off the show and jumped right into my hands for this review. This looks absolutely beautiful. Perfect. Now, when I said, you know, earlier that I had a little bit of a question about the die-cast parts, I meant it, because outside of just these claw bits right here, there really doesn't seem to be any more die-cast to this thing. I mean, you might get lucky with the back here where my thumb is. That might be die-cast. I'm sure this thing's got more die-cast than I'm expecting, but I just can't find it. I'm not going to say anything bad about that. I mean, it's a nice disguise if that's the way it's going to be, but still, it would be a nice mention or a nice notice to find out where the die-cast parts on this thing is, because, you know, like I said earlier, this thing was priced around $79.99 originally, so you gotta wonder, was it really worth that price point? But that being said, let's get to the articulation on Tigerzord, because there's actually quite a bit for its Tiger mode. As you can see, the arms go around a full 360, unless you're hindered by this, but you can just move it out of the way. And for some reason, this goes in and out on both sides. I don't know why. I guess it's to give it just a little more of a wide stance in this mode. If you wanted to, this can rotate as well. This can flip up. And, of course, the elbow can bend. So that's cool. And nice clickety joints, by the way. Nice. Back here, the feet just pivot up and down. There really doesn't seem to be much of a click. But it is there. And it does hold its place, so that's nice. And the foot pivots up and down. And there is a click. So, there you go. That's pretty much the articulation on Tigerzord, minus the mouth. I mean, the mouth does actually open and close, so that's nice. But if you're expecting anything superior, like maybe SH Figure Arts quality, or even Hasbro's Transformers, not the right direction to be in. So, that's really going to do it for Tigerzord in its beast mode. And I say it like that because I don't know what else to call it. But, I don't really have anything to compare it with in this scale, so I'm just going to throw out some random things, like talking about Tigerzord in this video review. Let's compare one white Tigerzord with another white tiger. So, there's a Marvel Legends white tiger, just because. And one more, why not? Let's bring in SH Trader Arts. I'm sorry, I meant SH Figure Arts. Mighty Morphin Power Rangers White Ranger, just because it's Tommy and it's his Zord, so why not compare the two next to each other side by side. Okay guys, so now that we got Tigerzord's Beast mode out of the way, let's go ahead and convert it into Warrior mode, just like the TV series. I love this. So it's your standard 1994 transformation like the original. But I'll go ahead and just show it off for the heck of it, because usually I just fade away to robot mode, but for this, it's pretty simple, like I said. I don't really even have to talk about it, I'm just showing it off. Yep, showing it off, because that's the way it is. I'm not saying it's a bad thing, it's actually a pretty good thing. This transformation is your simple original Tigerzord, but there you go. It's done. That's it. A little less than 30 seconds, maybe. I don't know, I didn't time it, but there you go. Tigerzord in Warrior mode. This thing looks good. There's no ands, ifs, or buts about it. You cannot argue with the way this thing looks. This is very, very accurate. Again, it looks like it jumped right off the show and right into the palm of my hands. This looks incredible. I love the way this looks. I knew from the prototype images that were shown so long ago by Bandai that this had to be in my collection. It's definitely got the name Legacy to it. It's phenomenal. More phenomenal. Whatever you want to say, you can't go wrong with any answer. Tigerzord is great. What can I say? What else can I say outside of that? I feel like I'm done with this review now, but we've got some stuff to talk about. There's no stickers, just like every other Megazord outside of Dino Megazord of the Legacy Collection. Even had the time to paint the back, which is nice, especially for the price point that this originally was. Very nice. This is not die cast, it's just painted. It's plastic, so again, I'm still looking for the die cast. As you can see, this is no longer the lightning bolt. This is the actual tiger coin on both sides. Nice. And I know a lot of people were worried at first that this was going to get all scratched up in beast mode. That's not the case, because as you can see, it's sunk in from the actual front of the plastic, so don't worry about it. This looks great. I mean, I can't stop praising how good this looks. There's a tiger coin for the, I'm not going to say it, but yeah, it's there in that area. Here's some grill bits, I guess. Vents, maybe. And the feet. Look at this. Oh yeah, I love it. I just love it. It's a perfect win. I didn't show off the head for some reason. There you go. There's the head. Definitely accurate, and it looks like it's perfectly proportionate to this actual model. I mean, this, like I said, looks like an actor in a suit that just jumped right out of the screen and into my hands. It's that good. And let's get to the articulation, because that's what you want to know. Has the articulation on this well-proportionate legacy item actually been changed over the course of the years? Well, actually it has, in all honesty. But I will say that no, there's no head rotation, so don't be expecting that. That's basic for all Megazords of the Power Rangers line, whether that's basic figures or just your legacy collection. It's never going to change, I'm sorry. But that being said, there's your double jointed elbow. Well, you know, it's not double jointed, it's just double click. 1, 2, there you go. It does have that rotation due to transformation, which is nice. And then the hand rotates, and then the hand actually opens up. So you can put his sword in his hands, which I gotta say, this is a little controversial because it doesn't really hold it that well. It's very loose. You're making me a liar, but yeah, I mean, I've messed with it for a few times and it just doesn't want to stay in place. This time it does. That's because I'm filming. That's the way it is. But yeah, going back to the articulation, it does have a full 360 rotation, as you can see, with very nice clickety joints. Just to let you know, hey, this isn't going to go any further unless you put some excessive force on this thing. It's also got some in and out, which is strange. I mean, it would have been nice if it could actually go out just a little bit more, but I wouldn't force it because it feels like it really doesn't want to move outside of that. Mouth moves up and down as usual. And overall, that's really it for articulation, because you got nothing for the legs. You got, well, I'm not even going to count this. What is this? This isn't exactly any 90 degrees bend to the knees. As a matter of fact, this plays no part whatsoever in the actual transformation or the beast mode or robot mode for this figure. What is that for? I have no idea. But outside of that, that's it for articulation. So this has gone on long enough. I just want to say that, you know, it is questionable for the articulation, because this is a legacy item. This is pointed at the collector side of things. So you think maybe we could just get a little more articulation outside of the arms for the future? Maybe? Huh? Come on, Bandai, grow up. A lot of people tell me I need to grow up, but you get the gist. Anyway, that's gonna do it. I've got nothing else to really show off except for quick size comparisons, bringing back in White Tiger just because. And if that's not good enough, how's about we bring back in Tommy, the White Ranger from the SH Figuarts. Okay, I said it right that time. So, what else is there to say? There isn't much. Okay, so I'm just going to go ahead and wrap this up, because I'm not going to do it. I'm not going to do it, okay? No, I'm not doing it. I am not going to show this off. Okay, fine. Fuck it. I'll show it off. Going back to the packaging. You will notice that, like all the other Megazords since Power Rangers Samurai, there's been a Zord builder combination. What you see here is Dino Megazord combining with Tigerzord, but that's questionable because all I see here is the Triceratops Zord and the Saber-Tooth Tigerzord combining to create legs for the White Tigerzord. Stupid. Absolutely stupid. This is a mess. This is repulsive. I hate this. This is so ludicrous. What happened to the rumor from Bandai of America saying that, hey, Tigerzord's going to combine with Dragonzord? That's what I wanted to see. This is ridiculous. Are you kidding me? Is this the best that they can do? You can't even use the all of Dino Megazord. Only the legs. Just the legs. It's not worth a Zord builder. It's not worth the talk of this review, so, you know, let's get it out of the way. I'm not showing that off, but I will do you one favor. Okay? Okay, guys, for reasons being, I'm not going to bring down Titanus because, as you can see, it's combined into Ultra Zord. This item is not easy to combine, and I definitely don't want to mess with it, so I'm just going to show you a quick side-by-side comparisons with White Tigerzord compared to the other Legacy line. So, there you go. As you can see, the Legacy White Tigerzord is a tiny little mofo compared to the Ultra Zord. Now this would have been a nice combination had this been able to combine with this. Again, what were they thinking? Okay guys, so to wrap this up real quickly, I still cannot get this whole thing on camera, so I'm not going to even try anymore. This is not exactly taken at the reviewing station because that area is much smaller than the actual cardboard stand to cardboard floor, so I did the best I could. It's not perfect. This is obviously a given fact. You can tell that this review is not perfect, but I'm still learning as I go. Hopefully I will improve over time, but that's going to do it for the Legacy White Tigerzord. It's said and done, and it's finally a part of my reviewing list. So if you have any questions or comments, you know what to do. Leave them down below. If you want to talk to me in discussion about the weird points about this thing, you know, like the articulated knee joints, that I don't even call them knee joints, or that stupid Zord builder combination, I'd love to hear back from you on it. Let me know your personal opinions on what you think about the White Tigerzord as a whole. And this is Sonic Ranger signing off. Thanks for watching, and I will see you whenever you see me.